It's Feminist, and she's the owner of Killing Kittens, Emma Sayle. Good evening, Emma.
Good evening, Kevin.
Okay to call you a woman, is that all right?
I'm all women,
Yeah.
all women.
What do you think about this? That this, it is, as I was saying, it's important to get the message out for women to go for smear tests. But in Scotland, that it's going to be directed at people with cervixes. Now, I suppose in this woke world, some people can work that out, but there will be women around who won't quite realise it refers to them. This is not just wokery gone mad. This is wokery gone dangerous, isn't it?
It's crazy. It's not. Do you know? It's not that I've been so angry the last month because you've watched the Tory conference, the Labour conference, and watching these party leaders unable to say the word woman. A woman has a cervix. A woman has a vagina. Because at the end of the day, there's two biological sexes. There's male and female, and a trans man and trans women. They're still inside their biological sex. So if you say you're biologically a woman, then that can never be changed. And whereas gender is a whole different, that's a whole different kettle of fish that can change. That's a whole spectrum that I think people do chop and change, and sexuality changes, and you can identify as a man, you can identify as a woman. But at the end of the day, a biological woman has a cervix.
Yeah.
So a woman needs a smear test.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
By the way, Emma, the Joe's Trust, which is a cervical cancer charity, has revealed that their research shows that almost half of women do not know what a cervix is. So when they say people with cervixes, that means that 50% of women won't realise it's directed at them. So this is a very serious situation. So there's the health risk here. But the other thing that really makes me annoyed, I suppose on your behalf really, I just think it's the height of sexism to deprive women of being called women.
Yeah,
Why?
gone. It's the erasing of women's voices is what makes me mad. It's like, breastfeeding is chest feeding now. It's sort of, it's pregnant people. It's sort of, I'm all in our whole group. We've been going 16 years. It's all, diversity of sexuality and embracing anyone that identifies as a woman is part of Killing Kittens, but not at the expense of eradicating our voices and a woman's voice and our right to say I'm a woman and I breastfeed and that's it.
Yeah, because I agree. If somebody wants to identify as a woman, fine. I'm all for whatever makes anyone happy, and I will refer to them as a woman because that makes them happy. But the exclusion of the term woman, this use, as you say, of chest feeding people, pregnant people, people with cervixes, or was it the Lancet referred to women as people with vaginas the other week?
Exactly.
This is horrible. This is allegedly to keep an extremely small group of the community happy, trans people, at the exclusion of that vast numbers of people that we used to call women. Why can't we call them what they are?
It's a bit also, you don't get it the other way around. So you don't get a person with a prostate. That's still a man. Exactly. That's still a man has a prostate. And actually, prostate cancer UK got, they had it posted on Twitter about, I've got it here, someone saying, kicking off to them that they weren't saying a person with a prostate. And they said, we are of course aware that trans women have prostates. However, we want to reach as many at-risk individuals as possible and have chosen to use the word men to achieve this. And it's the same with this, this cervical smear test. It's by saying women, you're reaching all the high-risk people more than by saying a person with a cervix, because as you said, sex ed and biological sex ed is so rubbish in this country in schools that there are a lot of women out there that don't know what a cervix is.
50% of them. And there are campaigners up in Scotland saying how important it is that this message get a smear test, because rates of cervical cancer are going up. They're saying it's so important, and we have to make this message direct. Women, get a smear test. People with cervix, as we're saying, half of women don't know what a cervix is. So for all they know, you might be referring to blokes. It's ridiculous.
Exactly. A cervix is quite a manly word, really, isn't it? So if you say someone with a cervix, it could be a bone in your shoulder or something. So yeah.
Well, listen, Emma, it's always a pleasure to talk. I just hope they see sense up in Scotland, because this is more than just stupid wokery. This is dangerous wokery. And also, as I say, I really feel sorry for women who seem to be being deprived of their identity by this madness. Emma, what a pleasure to talk to you, as always. That's Emma Sayle. She's a feminist, and she's owner of Killing Kittens. They sort of organise sex parties or saucy parties at nice venues. It's all above board, I can assure you of that.